Hello and welcome back to the Lama Podcast, brought to you every Tuesday and Friday. Tune in again and listen on Spotify, Anchor, YouTube, Google Podcasts, and Apple Podcasts. Like, share, and subscribe, and give us a 5-star rating on Apple Podcasts to be read at the beginning of every show. And yeah, this is what, the 11th episode of the Lama Podcast?
11th episode of Lama Podcast. Shout out,
They say
bro.
that, there's a thing that I remember reading that they say most podcasts don't get past the third or fifth episode.
Who said that?
I remember I saw it on a couple other podcasts and stuff. They say after the third, fourth episode, most podcasts die out. But look at us, we're going strong.
We're going strong.
Out here with the Llamas. Thank you, everybody. We appreciate all the love and support. Go ahead and keep on showing it, and we'll keep on bringing all this content for you guys. We appreciate it very much. Hey, Jhovan, remember, shout out to Alejandro Mesa, because
Shout out to Hano.
he let us know, and I think we kind of realized it.
We already knew.
We already knew, but he affirmed it to us. We forgot to say the answer for the riddle in the last one. So, Jhovan, do you want to let everybody know what the answer was?
Well, the riddle was, what was it? Do you remember what it said?
No, I don't. You said
So
you had it.
let's,
You said you had it
Just
saved.
remind everybody.
Yeah.
The riddle, what it said.
Let them know what it said, Jhovan. You found it? Doom, 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 doom.
All right, turn me on my side, and I am everything.
Oh, yeah.
Cut me in half, and I am nothing. What am I?
No idea. I said a woman.
Oh yeah, and I said you were wrong.
Yeah, I don't know why I thought that. But what's the answer?
It's the number 8. Turn me on
Oh
my
my
side.
God, infinity.
Cut me
Oh
in
my
half.
God.
Nothing. It's 2 zeros. Nothing.
That's so dumb.
It's pretty smart if you ask me.
That is pretty smart.
Why
Yeah.
don't you ask me?
So there you go, Johnny.
Huh.
What's the answer?
It's 8.
Oh, you're
Pretty
so
smart.
smart.
I know.
Wow. But yeah. Okay. Do you want to tell everybody today's riddle?
Well, today's riddle is a good riddle, ladies and gentlemen.
Today's riddle, Jovan's riddle.
You
Jovan's
pick
riddle.
You pick it. You peel the outside. You cook the inside. You eat the outside, and you throw away the inside. What exactly is I?
Wait, say it again.
You pick it.
You pick it.
You peel the outside.
Peel the outside.
You cook the inside.
Cook the inside.
You eat the outside, and you throw away the inside. What exactly is it?
You peel the outside and you eat the outside. You throw it away.
Peel the outside. You
You
cook the
You
inside.
cook the inside.
You eat the outside. And you throw away the inside. What is it?
Sounds so dumb. Is it an actual food?
Yeah, think about it. What's something that you peel?
You peel.
Right?
Okay.
Let me read it again.
You peel it.
I wanna
It's
say
a
it.
banana.
You pick it. First of all, you pick it.
You pick it.
Uh-huh. Then you peel the outside. Then you cook the inside.
You cook.
You eat the outside. So you pick it.
You pick it. Whatever
You
the
peel
hell it
the
is.
outside, whatever it is. You peel it out.
You
alright?
peel it.
And then you cook the inside.
You cook the inside.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, you cook whatever's inside.
Then you eat the outside.
After you cook it?
Yeah, you eat the outside and you throw away the inside. What is it? Anyways, don't say it. Think about it nice and hard. We won't forget to say this
That
one.
sounds so stupid. Why would you cook the inside if you're
I
going to eat the peel?
I don't know, man. I'm just a guy. Anyways, ladies and guys, I want to let you guys know I am enfermo. I am sick.
Yeah.
Mooter's been bugging. She tells everyone that, oh, men are crybabies. Whenever they're sick, they can't. I don't know what. They're like, it's the end of the
When I
world
got
for
home
them.
yesterday, my mom, I told my mom, hey, Mutter, can you tell Giovanni to help me take down the stuff? Because she had stuff from the store and stuff. And then she said, oh, no, he can't. He's been dead. He's been asleep for hours. Dying, el hombre.
And I was just playing Xbox.
Yeah. And she told me he was asleep, and he's all, what? I'm not supposed to be wrong with me? What the heck?
It's because I told her, Mooter, I think I'm going to start getting sick. Like, touch my head, like, joking. Like, I actually was getting sick, but I was like, can I say it in the jokey way with her?
Yeah.
Because I already knew she'd, like, every time I tell her I'm sick or something, it's like, she just makes fun of me.
Yeah.
Anyways, so, that's what happened, and she's like, I said, Mooter, I'm going to go crash out. And I was like, nah. And then when I went to the room, I was like, Ticos is in my bed, so I was like, beep that fool. I'm just going to play Xbox then. and I decided to play Xbox.
Good for you, Jhovan.
Yeah.
I'm glad you did that. Good for yourself.
And I played Xbox, and then Mooter's out there, and I hear Mooter outside my door talking to Abdiel, telling him how men are weak, and whenever they're sick, and I don't know what. And then she started saying my name, and I was like, "Holy, this woman just talking smack about me." And yep, she was.
Oh wow.
So that's Mooter. So I'm sick, guys. I'm a little stuffy.
If you hear a couple,
you guys hear
sorry.
little moco sniffs? It's me. Sorry, guys.
Yeah.
And I don't know if I sound. Do I sound kind of different? Like.
I don't think so.
No. Okay.
I don't know if it's just my brain messing with me.
Yeah. Tengo tos.
It's because it's hella cold right
Tengo
now.
moquis.
Right now it's super cold over here. You know.
Oh yeah, the weather's changed and it's very cold. It
Like
started early.
Some people might have saw on your snap, but when we went to go feed the
I didn't post it.
You didn't post it?
No, I just saved it. I recorded it on Snapchat and saved
it.
No.
Oh, well, we went to go get the animals, and we went to their water, and it was frozen. The whole top layer, like
I'll probably post it on the Lama Podcast.
Yeah, it was like an inch of it was frozen. It was crazy. Yeah, and it was just like super cold. Poor animals, dude. But they can hold out, you know?
No, poor. Why do you have to say that? Why you said poor animals? They're okay.
I know they're okay.
Then?
But it's just like they had that thick layer of ice.
Yeah.
You know?
We fixed it.
Yeah, we fixed it. It's good. Animals are fine.
They're alright, yeah. The beep.
It's great.
Anyways. Well, we got a good pod for you guys. We're going to talk about a lot of things.
Yeah. Sorry about that.
So, yeah. So, yesterday, so we're in charge of the kids choir in our church.
Uh-huh.
And yesterday, there's these two little kids.
Oh, you remember?
What?
You remembered now? Or what?
Two little kids came up to you, remember?
Oh, yeah.
Talking about you.
Okay.
We're talking about you here.
Okay, yeah.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about now.
So there's two little kids, two little chubby dudes. They're brothers. One of them's named, should we say it now? We won't say their new names, will we?
I'm gonna cut that out. I said his name.
Yeah, we won't say his name.
We won't say their name. These two little kids.
Two little kids, and one of them has a funny voice, and they're like...
The other one has just as much of a funny voice.
Yeah, they're like weird. It's so funny, like talking to them. I've talked to this kid maybe 10 times, and then never once have I understood anything he said.
It's hard.
It's very hard to
described
understand.
his voice as a...
And it was described perfectly.
If you know the instrument, the kazoo.
He sounds like a kazoo. What a perfect name to put in an instrument that sounds...
With that, level
like a
of
kazoo?
funniness.
A kazoo, the name fits perfectly for the...
For the kazoo.
Yeah, a kazoo. Like you hear the sound of a kazoo and you're like, what should we name this instrument? Maybe a kazoo? Yeah. Anyways, this kid sounds like a kazoo. We'll try to record him and make him say something.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe.
Yeah, but tell him what happened.
So basically, this kazoo and his other mini kazoo came up to Jered last night and was like, they say, yes.
We have to tell you something.
Yes, blank. Yes, fulano de tal. He goes, we made you something. We gotta show you something. And just like, okay, what is it? And he gives them like this envelope, and on the envelope they drew like a little heart or something, right? What did they draw?
Yeah, they drew like a green like hill, and then on the top of the hill there's this big old red heart, and there's clouds in the background, and then in like big old red heart, and then like it had little words in the clouds, said "You are the best."
That's funny.
Yeah, it's really funny.
That was funny.
And then they were like staring at me after they gave it to me, and I was like, "I'm gonna give him a hug 'cause it's got awkward."
Dude, these kids are hella funny, dude.
Yeah, all these little kids are hilarious.
Funny hell stuff. But yeah, so we were out there today with the animals, and Footer was because Footer's day off today. He got a day off, and he was out there, and he's videotaping a video so he could show it to his cousin or something.
Yeah.
He's like, mira, aquí está el chivo, mira, el macho, y aquí está la chiva, mira.
And he's doing one of these. If you guys can't see me, I'm doing this.
He's doing one of those funny like video stance.
Like, you know, he's like crouched down and like slowly tiptoeing, like right foot
funny.
over left foot.
He looked hella funny. He looked hella funny. But anyways, he's like, aquí está la chiva. He's like, aquí está la chiva, mira, yeah, she's pregnant, he said, right? And I was like, I looked at the goat. I was like, holy crap, the goat's pregnant.
And I can't believe, Joan, that goat has been pregnant. Ivanka's been pregnant.
So I was like, holy crap, she's pregnant. She looks big.
Yeah, you haven't noticed?
No.
She's been pregnant, dude. Michelle, I don't know, because Anybody that's if you guys follow our what's it called, our other page, you guys know Michelle. She looks like she has 2 basketballs naturally on the side of her stomach. She's ugly, and I don't know if she's pregnant or just like that.
She
she's
might be
just
pregnant too.
She might
but
be
I don't
pregnant.
know. But she's a different type of goat to
Ivanka
to Ivanka and
Junior.
Junior. They're the Junior and Ivanka are the same type of goat.
Ivanka's one female that we have, and Junior's this male that we bought at an auction. But yeah.
And yeah, well, basically she's pregnant, so we're gonna have goats. I think I checked online and I looked and I'm kind of guessing. I might be a little early or late, but around February, March, around those months, it should be. We should have little goats coming out.
Yep. Somebody for the Buffalo and Chicharito to hang out with.
Yeah. So
we're gonna have to nurse them for a while, like we did Buffalo and Chicharito, because I feel like Ivanka's gonna abandon them.
Yeah.
You know, but she has like her deformity. I don't know if she can even give milk or nothing.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know, man. Something's wrong with that chick. I don't know what's wrong
Ivanka's
with her.
a weird one. But
anyways, today is November 14th, National Pickle Day.
Ew.
Go get yourself. You don't like pickles? Go
hate
get yourself
pickles.
a pickle, dude. I freaking love pickles.
Those are the. You know how like most people like they like. Oh, I don't want onions in my sandwich. I don't want this. Usually I don't care, but the one thing every time when I bite into a sandwich and I taste a pickle, I freak out.
I love pickles.
I freak out crazy. I hate
Anyway,
pickles.
National Pickle Day tomorrow. When you guys are gonna be listening to this, it's National Clean Out Your Refrigerator Day.
So make sure you guys go to your refrigerator.
Eat that sungun.
Eat everything.
Eat whatever you got. Okay. Eat if you got that old meat that's been in the freezer for a month and a half, eat it.
Yep. It's frozen, so it's all good.
Don't throw it away.
Yeah, I think clean out your refrigerator doesn't mean wipe it down or something.
Yeah, no.
It means clean it out.
Clean
Eat
it
that
out.
stuff.
Exactly.
And then go shopping the next day.
What else is what's in the refrigerator that you know that could be there for a long time? Someone
Dude,
just forget about it.
I watched this TikTok the other day. They're like, it's like when Mom, can we go get the new sandwich at Popeyes? He's like, no, we have food at home. Then you go over there. You're like, okay, let's see what food we have. Where do we have the food, Mom? In the refrigerator. You open the refrigerator. Okay, we got some mayo. We got some ketchup. We got some old onions here. We got some, what's it called, lettuce. He's like, we have nothing in here. We have condiments. That's all we have in the fridge.
Our fridge right now, we have a jar of pickles. I'm going to eat some.
That's gross.
That's been there for a while.
It has been there for a long time.
And they're still good.
You could have like basically any type of condiment in there, like mayo, ketchup, mustard. You can have that in there for a long time without noticing.
We have all the things that you just said. We have lettuce. We have all, like ranch and stuff.
Yes.
We have like mustard, ketchup, all that stuff. We have eggs.
Yes. That we picked.
Cream cheese. What else?
We have some, dude. Like the things where that it stacks up is your refrigerator.
Anyways, we got
You
a
got
lot
stuff in there, like especially like with Mexican people and Hispanic people. You look in the fridge, there's like this thing of like this frozen thing of like beans.
We
like
do not have any
weird
of that.
food.
Thank God. That is gross. I don't like.
You know what I mean?
I don't know.
No, but randomly you'll find a little bag like with some leftovers, and I'm like,
I don't know.
what's this?
But
What's
yeah,
the point of this?
clean out your refrigerator, you guys. No one
Eat
wants.
everything.
Yeah, eat everything. Throw stuff away. Whatever you know you can't. Luckily, we got a garbage disposal, which is called the pigs.
Yeah.
Our pigs will eat anything.
Yeah.
So we just
literally
give 'em
everything we have leftovers. Like now, we just throw it in this Home Depot bucket.
Yeah, we got a bucket. We just throw it. So every day we throw them leftovers, and like now since it's cold and the pig's pregnant, we're giving her a little bit extra corn, and a bunch of leftovers. So
Yeah, they're eating good. They're gross.
So yeah. So that's that. So we're gonna talk about some school stuff, right? Since we said in the last pod we were gonna talk a little bit about school.
Yeah.
So let's start off with Joey.
Yes.
Who would you say in all the years that you've been in school?
Yes.
Which teacher would you say is your favorite teacher, and describe who they are and how they are, and what grade you were in, and why they were your favorite teacher? Why maybe not your favorite teacher, maybe they were one of many teachers that you liked or many teachers that you hated or whatever. So
yeah, because I was gonna say like
what teachers?
now I'm looking back and I'm like, man, I just thought of high school, you know, because that's like I feel like people always look back at high school, you know, but the thing I say my favorite teacher, there was this teacher I had for basically like we had called it Panther Forum, but it was called other people would call it like homeroom. You know?
Other people call it homeroom. Yeah.
Homeroom, where it's like you go there like and you basically listen to the announcements, and it's just like like you stay there for like rallies, and like that's the group you go with in rallies and stuff like that. We had that my freshman year, right?
I had that my freshman year too.
Yeah, and that was the last year
That
we
was
had
the
it.
last year
Because then
we ever had
we
it.
got a new schedule from the school district. But I had for those 2 years, I had a teacher named Miss Cruzan, where she was like this home ec and like
Oh, nice.
sewing and stuff like that, But she looked like Paula Dean, you know what I mean?
Yeah, she looked like Paul.
She looked I'm not joking. She looked exactly like Paula Dean, and she
Yeah.
kind of had like, like a little like niceness to her, like where everything
Yeah.
she called everybody, oh sweetie, everything like that. Miss Cruzan was super nice. And I always remember being in her class. We'd laugh around, joke with her, And I remember when it was like when we were gonna get separated, she was almost crying and she hugged everybody, because we liked each other, And it was like I remember that, dude. It was like sad. But then I had her my senior year again. I took her for a class because I was like, if I have the opportunity to go with Miss Cruzan, I'm gonna go with Miss Cruzan, And I got back over there, and I had the last years with her, and I remember talking with her, and she even hugged me when I graduated, and she was like almost in tears, because like she really liked our class, we were super cool with her, and like we joked around all the time and took pictures with her and on Instagram and stuff like that. It was fun. She was my favorite.
Yeah, my homeroom teacher, I liked him too. He was cool. It's so weird how we have your homeroom teachers. How you either lucky you get a good teacher or a bad teacher, because
Yeah,
you're stuck with them for 4 years.
You hate them like totally, or you love them.
You're stuck with them 4 years. I mean, that was how the
It
thing
was set up.
Set up. But I only had it for a year. You only had it for 2 years.
Yeah,
But,
because then the schedule changed.
The schedule changed. Yeah. So my homeroom, my Panther Form teacher was he was actually a football coach.
Who was it?
It was Coach Baldwin. I don't know if you ever.
Oh, Baldwin, the one with the blue eyes.
Blue eyes, tall, white dude.
Like buff.
Not buff. He played football for the Florida Gators. He used to play for the Gators.
But the PE coach, right, with the blue eyes?
No, that's somebody else. Coach Baldwin. I don't know. I don't think he was a PE teacher.
No?
He was like a special ed teacher.
Special ed teacher?
Yeah.
Oh, that guy. I think
Kind
I
of
know.
walk.
I think I know.
Kind of walk with like a limp.
Yeah. I remember.
Kind of walk funny. He was.
I remember now.
He has this big old scar coming from the lower back of his lower back all the way to like
His back of his head?
to his neck, like all his neck.
Jhovan's touching himself right here.
All his neck, right?
Let's see.
And he was really cool, man. He was a really cool teacher.
Yeah.
But it's crazy how
I remember.
we kind of fit in. Like I kind of fit in with him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then like it was cool. Like I was friends with everyone in there. We were all
Mhm.
cool, and it was just like it was nice.
Yeah, that guy fits you, And
Yeah.
I remember our teacher too when we had.
I feel like your teacher fit you, and then my teacher fit me. Like
stuff that we did, like what we did sometimes, like was like we ended up doing since he was like the home ec teacher and stuff like that. We'd be like, hey guys, I'm gonna have a bunch of cookie dough, so at the end of the week, whatever's left over, we're gonna make it. I'm gonna teach you guys how to make it because we
she
have the
told you
class
that?
for like 30
yeah,
minutes,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
I'm gonna teach you guys how to make it. We'll make it,
That's
and
all
then
bad.
come back at lunch and we'll eat it together.
That's all bad.
you know?
Yeah.
And we would do that, and then like every once in a while, we'll be like, okay, guys, I'm doing this arts and crafts stuff, and I have a bunch of stuff. You guys want to make it? It seems fun. I'll put you guys up here in a special place, right? Like
Yeah.
from everybody else. And we're like, okay, screw it, let's do it. And man, I loved her so much. She was so
And
nice.
in our class, we would be playing Connect 4.
Connect Four.
Oh, bro,
I remember you told me how to get intense.
Bro, it'd get intense in there. We either play Connect 4 or chess.
Yeah.
And let me tell you, dude, I was a beast at Connect 4, bro.
Yeah.
I'd be smashing on everybody.
I remember you would always tell me about it. I was
And in
like,
our class,
"That's so weird."
it was a bunch of football players, surprisingly.
Yeah.
So it was like, so we were all
probably did
cool
on
with each
purpose.
other. Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think so. I don't think
It just worked out like that.
Dude, it just worked out like that. We were all football players, so we were all chilling there. So it's like,
the divine school spirits just
there was
made
like
it work.
6, 7 football players in there, so it was competitive.
Yeah.
Football players are competitive people.
Yeah.
And we were just going ham with the Connect 4 and the chess, bro, and the
Yeah.
chess. So it was like, I mean,
So that was like your favorite teacher?
nah, I mean he was. I don't really have a favorite teacher.
She was my favorite teacher because I had her as a teacher too.
I never had a favorite teacher. I was never really good in school. I always got in trouble and stuff like that. I was always that kid, like
yeah.
the class clown or like the loud, like
The one like
disrespectful kid or something.
rebellious kid.
I was the rebellious kid.
The one that the teacher always got kind of annoyed with.
Yeah, I think so. But the thing is too, like, I was kind of like the teachers. I was like the teacher's favorite too. I never had a teacher that hated me.
Like, you would cause problems, but you'd also be joking with them and like.
Dude, they loved me.
You wouldn't be like, "F you."
No. I was never really
like,
disrespectful with them. No.
You were just kind of like, you didn't do your work. You didn't really. You kind of were distracting at times, but you were like not a total nuisance.
Nah, I was okay.
Exactly.
I was just that kid that was annoying. You know what I mean? Sometimes, like, I would be like that. The teachers were on their toes when I was in class. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But every single teacher liked me. I mean, Baldwin, he was cool. Not really much of. It was not really a teacher. You know what I mean? He was not really a teacher. He was just like, you know, he kind of like take care of us basically.
Yeah.
Blank Connect 4, yeah. So and then there was I had a. Let's see. Okay, so I started like middle school, or like what's it called? Elementary.
Oh, okay.
I had a couple good teachers that I liked. I had Miss Valdez was junior high. She was cool. I had a teacher in third grade, Mr. DeCarlo. I liked.
Oh, the guy that would play the guitar, right?
No, that was one of your teachers. I forgot what his name.
No, he wasn't my teacher. My teacher would just go with him, and we'd practice like every week, singing songs.
No, Mr. DeCarlo never played guitar. No. But yeah, I know who you're talking about. I
forget his name.
Yeah, I don't know.
I remember we'd always sing songs like
Mr. DeCarlo, I'm trying to think. One of my worst teachers ever was Mr. Torbert. That was in 6th grade. That guy got fired when he was our teacher.
He got fired because he was like being crazy with the kids, right?
Oh, he was crazy with the kids, bro.
Dude, he would straight up yell at you guys and say they're idiots.
Crazy. Dude, we hella mess with him.
Yeah, and he was a 6th grade teacher.
Dude, I remember I saw him once in high school. I was like a senior in high school.
Yeah.
And I saw this dude.
At school or what?
At school. He was doing like, he was giving out like, you know, you do like tests like.
Like the
like
SAT
state,
or stuff like that?
Yeah, like SAT, like state test or whatever.
Yeah. He was like the guy in charge?
Yeah, he would be like the guy that would give out the papers, and he would just have to watch you guys take the test. Make sure there's no cheating, stuff like that.
Yeah.
I saw him, and I don't know if he recognized me. I think he did. And he had that little...
the STAR test, right?
Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah,
but he was like, he like hated me. Like.
Yeah, he disliked you.
That was the only teacher I think I felt bad for, because I was really, really messed up with that teacher.
So do you think he was like your worst teacher?
Yeah, he has to be. I mean, I never had a really, really bad teacher, but he was really, really bad.
Yeah.
He was really, really bad.
Dude, I had one teacher. Remember I told you about her? The lesbian teacher I had?
Yeah.
She was this French teacher, right? And I had her for 4 years. And we were pretty cool until like the first 2 years was cool, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, like, it was okay. Like, I was a good student. My 3rd year, I started doing kind of crappy in school, and I was kind of like, in this weird, like, you know, teenage state, and then, like, I was like, F this, you know, screw this stuff, and then also, like, there was, like, some serious stuff going on in my life, you know, that made me, like, in those years, like, that I went through a lot, you know?
Yeah.
And then, like, I think a lot of other people, you know, this stuff was going on, and, I remember in class one day, I was just, like, I legit was crying in class one day, right, because I was depressed basically from this situation that was going on in my life, and I was on my phone, and like I didn't really care, you know. I was like not paying attention. She stays after me in class, and she talks to me, tells me to put my phone away, and then this is a day that I started to hate her, right?
Yeah.
Because then I was like, she told me, "Hey Jered, I want you to stay after." I was like, "Okay, whatever," you know, like she's gonna tell me to pay attention to something. It's gonna be like a little thing, and I'll be like, "Okay, whatever." But then she talked to me. She's like, "What's going on?" And I was like, to be honest, I'm just really stressed out. There's a lot of stuff going on in my life. You know, I was trying to like kind of pour myself out a little bit. Yeah. I've known her for going on like almost 3 years, you know?
What happened?
And I was like, I just been stressed out. Like, there's a lot of stuff going on in my personal life, and this and that. And as I'm saying this, she's like, I understand that you might be stressed out. Let me tell you, I'm a teacher, and I could tell you I'm way more stressed than you. And I was like, this woman, what? And I was like, screw you, you freaking, I'm not going to say the word because it might offend people.
Now we know what you're going to say.
Huh?
Now we know what you were going to say.
What?
No, I don't know. I'm not going to say it. What the hell?
I'll spell it.
No. Just
Okay.
freaking keep going.
You freaking, and I was going to say something, and like, I remember I was telling my friends after, I kept saying this about her, and I was like, you freaking, and then, And she was telling me for 5 minutes. She starts going off. I have to grade thousands of papers every single week. I have to grade hundreds of essays every month, and this and that. And I was like, okay, cool, And from then on, she could tell that I was like, F you, you know what I mean? Like, what the heck? I was like, what kind of teacher does that? I'm like, I'm out here pouring myself out to you a little bit, and then you start crapping on me. You know what I mean? I was like, what the heck is this? That's hella messed up. From that day, I hated her. And I remember that my grade dropped a whole letter one time, and I was like, hey, what the heck? Why drop a whole letter? She's like, oh, you didn't do this assignment right. And I was like, what the heck? But it shouldn't drop me a whole letter, I was like, I got a decent grade on it. She's like, nope, it drops you a letter. And then she sent me like this 4-paragraph thing, crapping on me. I'm a teacher. I do this. I don't know. And I was like, I was about to respond. I literally had a message typed out. It might be in my drafts, in my emails. I was like, screw you. Go to hell. You stupid. I hate you. You're always doing this. You think that you're so much like this and that. And man, I really hated her, dude. It was like, I hated her with passion.
I don't think I was ever like that as a teacher. But anyways, so you had a little problem with the teachers, huh? That's weird.
Yeah, with that one teacher only. Everybody else I was pretty cool with. I was
Nah,
pretty cool with
me,
teachers.
I had another teacher. I'm gonna explain a bunch of teachers right now, okay? High school, I'm gonna explain a bunch of teachers because I have a better memory of high school. So I guess I had a science teacher. I don't know if you know Miss Steger.
No.
Miss Steger, I didn't really like her that much. She was annoying. She had a weird voice. And then she would be like,
Like what?
she had hair on her face, like a beard.
Facial hair?
Yeah, she had a beard, and she would shave it so you could see like the hair coming back in and stuff.
Ew.
And then she'd never wear a bra, so you always see her nipples.
Oh, I had a teacher like that.
It's probably the
so
same teacher.
weird.
And she was just annoying, evil little lady. I didn't really hate her that much, but she was just annoying. And she was always like, I would never do work in that class.
Yeah.
And she's like, if you don't get your work done, I'm going to tell your coach. And you don't want to get in trouble with your coach.
Yeah.
I'm telling your coach. And I was like, beep, beep, beep. Anyways, I ended up just leaving the class, and I went to another classroom, but she was pretty bad. I had another teacher, Wanell. I liked Wanell.
Gosh.
He was a ag teacher.
Everyone has hilarious stories with Wanell.
I liked him. He was my welding teacher. He was my ag teacher. Wanell, I was cool with me and Wanell were cool, but we'd always mess with Wanell. One day, Wanell, this was when I was a freshman. When I first met him, Wanell was I had him for some class every year. It was always different. Actually, I think for like 3 years. It was probably a year that I did it. I had him for my freshman year. I had him as a science teacher or like earth science.
He taught earth science, yeah.
And that fool was a horrible teacher, man. He was a cool dude, horrible teacher.
Dude, I had him for same class like some other time, right?
Yeah.
And you remember he would always he'd be like, okay. He'd go up to the board in the beginning of class. Today we're watching a video about chapter 3.
Yeah.
These are the questions. He'd write down like 5 questions.
And just answer them.
Answer them and give me the paper at the end. He'd play a movie. Right?
Then
or like an educational movie or whatever that comes with the textbook. And then sometimes he wouldn't even notice the movie ended, and we're sitting there for like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
He's like, "Oh, it ended? Okay, did you guys finish?"
And then so one day Wanell falls asleep because he always falls asleep, right? One of these days Wanell falls asleep during these movies.
Yeah.
And me and like other guys were like, okay, let's mess with Wanell, right? You gotta mess with him.
I remember this story.
So one day Wanell's he's in class. He's over there, like, leaning his head back, leaning to the chair.
And he would always be on his computer. And if you go up to it, like, sometimes you go up to ask him a question, be like, Mr. Wanell, and he's on Facebook. Just, like, updating his status or something.
Yeah.
And then sometimes you wouldn't hear you, be like, Wanell, oh, sorry. I was updating my status.
He was like this chubby dude. He had these. He was chubby. He was a cowboy. Handlebar mustache. He was a badass dude. He'd wear these boots. He was big time cowboy. He'd wear like cowboy hat. He was
an FFA teacher too.
He was an FFA teacher. He was big. He'd have a cowboy hat on. He was hella badass.
He fell asleep one day.
One day he fell asleep. Wanell, and some kids and us. We started making paper airplanes. And we threw a bunch of paper airplanes. They're like pointy, so we threw them up to the ceiling. And the ceilings are kind of
like those panels.
They're like those panels, like the square panels, and you can stick
like
anything.
Foam.
They're like foam. So we threw a bunch of them, like maybe 30 paper airplanes up there, right? And then we throw pencils too. So a bunch of pencils up there, paper airplanes, and then
And
when
the
Nell's over
walls
there,
just littered.
dude, the whole wall,
ceiling.
the whole wall was covered, and then freaking and then we got one kid's like there was one kid that had no chill.
Yeah,
He was just
didn't
like
care.
he was quiet and everything, but he didn't give no beeps, dude.
Yeah.
He was quiet. He didn't give a damn if he got in trouble. He didn't give a damn. He'll straight up just cuss at the teacher and be like, he's like, "Hey, fat ass," like, "Hey, freaking where's the homework or something stupid." Like he give
Because
no.
he was mad that he was like lazy teaching.
No,
you know?
he didn't. He just didn't give no beeps, dude. There's some people
Yeah.
that just don't. There's people that do it. There's people that do it just to be funny or trying to act cool. This kid just literally gave no beeps.
He just didn't care.
He just
He
didn't
just
care.
spoke his mind.
He just spoke his mind. He didn't care. And one day he's like, "Hey, you dare me to throw this? You dare me to throw this paper airplane in one else's face?" And this dude, we're like, "Nah, dude, chill. Don't do that. Fool's asleep. Leave him alone." And he's like, "I'm gonna do it." And he does a paper airplane. I've never seen a perfect airplane fly, dude. He's like, and he threw it, and it
Such
hit
a
him
straight
right.
path.
Dude, it hit him. Dude, it's not even. He was on the other side of the room, like far on the other side
Yeah,
of the
yeah.
room.
It's a big room.
And he threw it, dude. And,
Probably
and
like
the
30 feet,
airplane,
huh?
the airplane went like, it kind of went up and down, like
So I'm saying this with sense.
it went up
Like
and
a
down,
wave.
right? But it hit him right in the head, boom, like in
In
between
the
his
forehead,
eyes somewhere.
In between the eyes.
And that fool woke up and it was hilarious. He's all, and he was so pissed. He was quiet. He's like, "Who threw that?" Right? Let me remind you guys, there's 30 airplanes in the roof
And
right now,
and
in the
like
ceiling,
50 pencils.
and a bunch of pencils, and he hasn't noticed. And he goes, and he walks to the front of the class all mad. He goes, "Who threw that?" And everyone's all quiet. Some of them are laughing.
Yeah.
And he's like, quiet. He's like, "Okay, that's it. No more movie." And he goes to turn off the projector that's up in the
It's
ceiling
like
too.
hanging from the ceiling.
It's like hanging from the
The
ceiling.
projector.
And he looks up to turn it off, and he sees all the paper airplanes and the pencils. And he's like, "Who did that?" He was pissed.
Oh my god.
Oh, he was pissed for like a week.
That's so funny.
Man,
Dude, what did he do? Did he make you guys take it down or what?
I don't remember.
Oh my god, that's so funny.
But it was funny. I remember another time when now in that same class. Well, in that class we would always mess around. I have this scar right here
On your knuckle?
on my knuckle because we would play this game with the quarter, right?
Uh-huh.
So you spin the quarter, like you spin it like that, and you
And
gotta
it's
try
spinning
to
on the
stop
table.
it. You gotta try to stop it without dropping the quarter.
Like falling flat.
Yeah, you gotta hold it, right?
Like with your finger, with your index finger.
Right?
Yeah.
So you play with one guy, like I play with you. So okay, I grab
You
the
spin
quarter,
it.
I spin it, and I try to stop it, right? Stop it, boom.
Yeah.
If I don't stop it, if it falls, and I don't stop it or something, then you're gonna hit me with the quarter. So you
How?
grab the quarter,
Uh-huh.
you put your knuckle like this to the
To the
table,
table?
and you have a quarter. You're gonna slide it straight to my knuckle. So just throwing it
Oh, so I slide it across like a
like a like
those
a-
hockey like a hockey puck or something?
yeah, just like a hockey puck straight to my knuckle, hard,
Uh-huh.
dude. And the table would be full of
And
blood
you have your knuckle on the
on the table.
and it's just
The
open.
your knuckle would be full. I had the scar, dude. It's because, dude, I would get
You
hit
guys
all
get
the
all
time. Bloody.
Dang.
We would play that while Manel was asleep all the time.
Yeah, because he would sleep in class straight up.
Dude, he was just straight up sleeping in class, dude. It was crazy.
There were
But
times the bell would ring. I remember like it happened 5 times. Bell would ring and
in
he's
that,
asleep.
yeah, in that
And then
class,
everybody just leave.
in that class, there's this textbook, right? And it was sad. This textbook, you know how the textbook people write like stupid things in the like you know how you share textbooks for classes or something,
Yeah, like over the years or whatever. You check it out.
and you can see like 2014 or like
This person had it.
2010. This person, right? And and this one notebook that was a class textbook,
Uh-huh.
so everyone would use it.
Yeah.
And this one, so one day we just started, we drew one penis on it. And the next day we draw
That
like
was the
3
number one
penis.
thing that always be in the textbooks.
You draw, a penis. Everyone's just all graphic, like different type of penises.
And if anybody in the pictures in the book had their mouth open,
There was
you
a
already
penis.
knew what happened.
Yeah. This textbook was full of penises, bro. And Winnell never noticed. Till one day we're like, "Hey Winnell, what happened to this textbook?" Like just to see what he would do.
Oh, it was his?
It was his textbook.
Oh, like the teacher textbook.
No, it was his textbook because it was his classroom textbook.
Oh, like
Every
they
teacher
use in
gets
the
a
class.
set. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, hey, well, no, what happened
I
here?
thought the one you checked out from the library. Okay.
No,
Okay.
we're like, hey, well, no, what happened here? Because it was just funny to us. Like,
Yeah.
see what he was gonna say. He's like, who did this? I know it was one of you guys. Like, he already knew it was one of us. We were always messing with him. What now? I remember one day when now, now let me tell you, one day when now, so he looks kind of like Andy Reid. If whoever watches football,
If you don't know who Andy Reid is, Google him.
he's like a little more beer belly. He's not as like Andy Reid's more a little bit more like saggy,
Like fat.
like saggy.
Like saggy fat.
But he had more of a beer belly. And
Who
he
had
was a
beer
lot.
belly?
Well, now
Yeah.
more of a beer belly, and he was more like a little bit younger. And he looks like Andy Reid.
Andy Reid. ANDYREED.
And one day, when he was in the welding class, so us and like we would hang out in a little circle, right? Me with some football players before class started, like some older like football players or whatever, right?
Yeah.
And when
Every day it was like clockwork. He would go to pee.
he would always go to the restroom before class started, right? So he'd go to the regular restroom like us, right?
The children, the high school
kid,
restroom,
yeah,
like
yeah,
not
like
a teacher
regular.
restroom.
He didn't want to go to the teacher; it's too far.
Yeah.
So he goes, right? And he goes one day. He goes every day. We did this for like a week. We go, hey, there's one down. And then one guy would go, Andy Reid. Hey, Andy Reid.
Yelling across from the quad.
Yeah, and everyone would be dying, dude. Everyone would be dying.
Because everybody
dying.
thinks everybody is like an inside joke or
And
whatever.
he would just walk to the restroom and just look at us. He wouldn't say nothing. He would just be so
like
pissed.
dogging you.
And then one day, after like a month of doing Andy Reid, now we're like, one day I catch him. It was me and one other dude. We're like, and we look and we're like, hey dude, that's Wendell. Wendell had like he had his hoodie on, he had a hat, and he was trying to like hide.
He was trying to disguise himself.
Disguise himself from us.
But this was all big and beer bellied. He's like, what?
He was like walking in a group with kids like that, like trying to hide himself. And freaking, we're like, dude, that's Wendell, dude. He had his hoodie like this, dude, like this.
Johnny's wearing his hoodie like this.
And he had like he pulled his hoodie so it's like tight and you can't see his face.
Yeah, like he's all around his face is closed.
And then freaking, we're like, dude, that's Wendell. We told the one kid that yelled his name all the time, like, Randy Reid. We're like, look, Wendell's hiding. And right, like, there's like maybe 10 feet before he went into the restroom.
He thought he got away.
We're like, Andy Reid. He looks back all crazy. And goes in the restroom all pissed. He never came back. He never went back to that restroom. Walked right over out the door. He found a different restroom. He's like, beat these kids, dude.
Oh my god. Dude, that's so funny.
Andy Reid. Dude, that was funny, dude. Freaking one now.
Oh
yeah,
my
dude.
gosh.
I had a lot of teachers that were pretty cool.
Uh-huh.
I could keep going on and on and on. I had a Mr. Killian, a history teacher. He was that teacher. I think he was the one teacher that helped me, like, he was a teacher that helped me, him and my other math teacher, Miss, what was her name? I forgot her name. Anyways, Miss, in high school, Miss Leonard, or something, I don't know what her name was.
Leonard?
No, it was a teacher, it was a girl.
Something like that.
And she, her and Mr. Killian they were hella good teachers with me. They would always get me in trouble, dude. They were the one teachers that you would hate.
They were kind of like a mom. Like
yeah,
like a dad.
like that, like mom and a dad. They were like, hey, what are you doing? And they're always trying to help me. Those were like,
you'd be like, dude, really? Like, are you really doing that? You know, like, come on, don't be dumb. You know.
They had my mom's phone on speed dial. It was just like, it was crazy, dude. So there's been I've been watching college football for about 4 years now. I've been into it.
Like, paying attention to it more.
Yeah, I like it. I like college football.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot of fun. And
I get annoyed of it, honestly, sometimes because it's full of, like, the good people. You know, the people that are going to be in the NFL. But then there's, like, the crappy people that are never going to be there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean.
There's a bunch of dumb plays sometimes.
No, that's not really a thing. I don't know. Well, college football, there's a thing that people, there's like this problem. Debate, there you go. Saying that college players should be able to make money off of
their time played.
After, yeah. Because there's what would you say, Jered?
Well, I'd say that there's this debate and this situation going on in college football and everything, that they're saying that because everybody, like, I think if you, like, kind of pay attention, or like if you've heard people talk about how much they talk about college football, how much it's like a thing, and like the money that they make from getting played on ESPN, that they get paid for playing on all these
Basically, the
platforms.
colleges make a lot of money off of these kids, right? They make a lot of money off of these kids, and the
selling
kids aren't
tickets,
getting
selling their jerseys,
Selling their jerseys,
all
all
these
these things.
different things. They get deals with companies like Nike because the school's big and they have this big kid there, and then you see this kid plastered all over the place, right? With his name everywhere, and they're saying Nike, buy Nike because this guy plays at this school. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So basically, I don't know. You said in California, they already.
In California, a new law got passed that's going to go into effect in 2023, according to what the New York Times said. In 2023, this
Kids are gonna be able to make money basically off
they're
of
going to
their
be able
name.
to get brand deals.
Brand deals.
And they're going to be able to get, let me see, what did I wrote this down somewhere. They're going to be able to get brand deals, and they're going to be able to make, basically make money off the stuff they do. Let me see. Brand deals. Oh, and they could have their own agents.
Oh.
They could have agents, like, managing them. You know what I mean?
Well, I feel like college kids already have agents. Some of them.
Low key, though.
Anyways.
It's technically illegal
Oh, well.
because of the stuff the NCAA has,
So yeah, I mean, there's good and there's bad. I mean, these kids are gonna start making money because not all of them are gonna go to the NFL, right? Most of them, a lot of them in big schools will. You know what I mean?
Big names.
It's good for them because sometimes some of them will get hurt. And think about it, they've been playing football their whole lives, right?
Yes.
Playing football their whole life. They're
Seems like
they're,
most of them
they're
since they were
one
kids.
step closer to their goal of their dream, right?
Playing in the NFL.
To playing in the NFL, and they get hurt. You know what I mean?
And then they don't have then the college just like, oh well.
Oh man, what
thanks,
can I say?
sorry.
You know what I mean? And then
Mhm.
it's like, sorry, yeah, exactly. And some of them, they'll stay to get a degree, or maybe, they might stay and get a degree.
Because most of them they get full rides.
Yeah, some of them. And think about it, some of them don't though. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So a lot of them don't actually.
Mhm.
So a lot of them,
It's
they
only
have
those
to,
big stars.
Yeah, exactly. It's that 5-star recruit, that number 1 in the nation. You know what I mean?
That all-time quarterback.
A lot of them are walk-ons.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I mean, it's kind of hard. And then when you've been playing football your whole life, right? And then someone says, you know what? This is the last time you'll ever play football again because your knee's out. Like you'll never be the same. You'll never play, or you know what I mean?
There's like 100 other kids that are almost as good as you or better
Yeah.
than you that could take your spot.
Exactly. And then when you hear something like that, dude, it's emotional. You're gonna be crying.
that,
You're mentally.
Not
You're
only
gonna
that,
be like, what?
You've invested so much time,
Yeah.
effort, and you've given this school. If you're a big name, you've given this school a lot of money.
Yeah.
You've gotten them millions of dollars probably from a brand deal that they got with the Nike or Adidas. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like Oregon. You think that they paid on their own the facility they have and they pay for the uniforms that they get?
Well, I mean, think about it. Oregon, the guy that invented Nike, he was from
Oregon.
The University of Oregon.
Yeah, but still, you seen their facility and stuff? I've watched YouTube videos.
Yeah, Phil Knight
it's
pays for
crazy.
everything
Exactly. Yeah.
because he went to that school.
Mhm.
But that's not because of a player or nothing.
No. I'm saying like
What's the
they
biggest
they
player that
make a
came
bunch
out of that
money.
school?
I know, but I'm just saying like
Marcus Mariota?
they make a lot of money from the brands, and then who shows off the brand? The players wearing it.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. I mean,
It's a little different situation there,
Yeah.
but you get what I'm trying to say,
Yeah.
sort of.
Let's say like Alabama. Think about Alabama or Georgia. You know what I mean? Alabama. Alabama's a
Okay,
stupid.
explain for the people that don't really know anything, because I'm not sure where you're
Alabama's like
going at.
Alabama's a dynasty, like a college dynasty, kind of like it's kind of like the
Like
Patriots.
they're like
kinda.
known. So they're kind of like they're the big team that's like historically.
you want like these past few years they've been like winning, or they're always in the playoffs.
It's like the
they're
Patriots then. Like they're they have a huge they're like, oh, this is right now they're hot.
Yeah.
And they're like been hot for a while.
Exactly.
Okay.
That's how Alabama is.
Okay.
And think about it, what's in Alabama.
Nothing.
There's nothing in Alabama.
There's cousins getting married.
Cousin getting married. There's nothing in Alabama. You can't. There's nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing in Alabama. The school, the Alabama facility and everything. You go and look at that school. It's a nice school. It makes you want to go there.
Yeah, it looks like you're in some sort of facility
Yeah.
in LA or something.
I mean, I watched the videos on school facilities and stuff like that, like
Yeah.
Oregon School, Alabama, TCU, all these different schools that I've seen.
Uh huh.
And Alabama is nice, but think about it. Where do you think they're getting all their money from?
From the brands.
All these Alabama
Sponsors.
Players, like the players.
Yeah.
The players are the ones that are winning the.
They're winning the games. They're getting the name. They're making the dynasty.
Exactly.
So that's where the debate comes in, right? And this is where in California, and this is something that we were kind of mentioning before, right? There's like I don't want to classify good and bad of things, but these are just things that are facts that are going to happen.
Amen. Praise the Lord.
Or things that are that you're gonna see a difference in. Yeah. Right. And then people that aren't interested in football, I hope that if this kind of comes something like, even if you're not interested, I hope even if you're not like into football, I hope this conversation is something that interests you. Yeah. So you can understand how the industry is gonna change, how things are working, how they're gonna change, and how they're gonna be going on forward.
Now, another thing it could be like, okay, so say you got a 5-star recruit, right?
5-star recruit basically means like you're a beast.
You're basically a 5-star. Yeah, you're really good, right? Say you're 5-star recruit, right? You're gonna get a lot of
eyes and attention.
Eyes and attention from different schools. They're gonna offer you full rides. They're gonna offer you this. They're gonna offer you that.
There's some people that like Loki's like, hey, I don't know about you, but if you come over here, your mom might get a new Mercedes.
For instance, I'm gonna say right now, there's a guy that I've been watching since he was a senior in high school. Justin Fields. He's from
quarterback.
He's a quarterback from he's from high school. He's from Georgia. He's from Georgia, right?
Yes.
And so basically, he broke a lot of
records.
A lot of Deshaun Watson's records in Georgia, because Deshaun Watson
was another
he's an
super
NFL,
big star in college and now in the NFL. He plays for Houston, Texas.
Yeah, he's very big, and he's actually from Gainesville.
From where we are.
We're close to where we are.
Like 10 minutes away.
Yeah, and he's from here, right? And he broke almost every single state record in high school.
Yep.
And then you had Jake Fromm, that's now plays for Georgia, because he's from Georgia. He broke a lot of Deshaun Watson's records, but not all of them. I think he broke like 2 or 3 of them.
Yeah.
Justin Fields broke
all of them.
I'm not sure all of them, but he broke a lot of Deshaun Watson's records too.
Yeah.
Anyways, he came to Georgia, right? Now remember I said Jake Fromm is now the starter of Georgia, right? He's a very good quarterback.
Yeah. Justin Fields basically was going to be the backup.
Justin Fields and him were going to fight for the starting job.
Yeah, at Georgia.
At Georgia. Obviously.
Which is a college team. College. This is not like, and you only said job, but it's not a job. They're getting for the position at the school team.
Yeah.
Where they don't get paid. They just get a free ride to go to school. Right? Some of them.
So, obviously, Jake was there first. He took him to the playoffs. He took him to the national championship game. They were winning and lost. They were winning the whole time and lost. Basically, the whole point where I'm trying to get to is that Justin Fields, because he's a Georgia boy, because he was very good in the state of Georgia, because he was I think it was the number 2
recruit, whatever.
He was the number 2 ranked in the nation.
Yes.
Behind what's his name in Clemson?
Another quarterback.
I need to get his name. He's very, very, very good. I've been watching. What's his name? Anyways, I'll say his name later. The guy with the long hair, blonde dude. Trevor Lawrence. There you go.
Trevor Lawrence. Okay, I didn't know that. Whatever.
Okay, so Trevor Lawrence in Clemson. Anyways, he's also from Georgia.
Okay.
Basically, what happened with Justin Fields?
He didn't want to have to fight for his spot. He wants a guaranteed spot, and he wants to shine. He wants to show his skill.
Who?
Justin Fields.
Justin Fields thought he could beat Jake. Obviously. Once he realized that
he was better than Jake, the guy's fighting for the spot in Georgia.
Obviously, he said, "You know what? I'm not gonna beat him." So he left. He went to Ohio State.
Yes.
Now, where the problem comes,
this starts getting into what we're saying.
Where the problem comes now is that kids that make their decision.
Because that's what the ecosystem is right now, right? That you are gonna go where you think you
will shine.
You're gonna shine,
where
and
you're
you don't have to fight for your spot.
Where you're gonna have the best opportunity to be successful. And then get to the NFL.
Because in the NFL, let's say that you're the backup for Tom Brady, right? The best quarterback to ever play the game. Let's say you're the backup for him.
You're never gonna shine.
You're never gonna shine
because you're behind him.
And at a certain point, you don't care because why? Because you're getting paid money, and you're like, okay, whatever. I'm getting my good paycheck. I'm just gonna hang out on the sideline, and I get paid a few $100,000. Good for me. That's fine.
So that's where the problem comes.
But here in college, you're fighting like to the death to get a spot in the NFL. where you
So
have that
basically,
guaranteed money.
that's where the problem comes because kids are gonna start choosing schools
They will pay them more.
that will be where they say, okay, you know what, I'm gonna get more money here instead of, oh, you know what, I'm gonna be more successful here.
Yeah.
Career wise, not financially wise. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's where it's going to change. And that's where we might see, because in 2023, the new law is going to allow them to get brand deals.
Yeah.
It's going to allow them to have agents. Excuse me. It's going to have them to agents and all this stuff, right? And then you might be seeing that people are going to be going to California just because the law allows them to do that, to make money, you know? And then you might not be seeing them go to the other schools that they might have a good chance of shining and whatever, because they're going for the money. That's where the debate is coming in, you know? They're going to be going to more popular schools for money, choosing more popular schools for money and for more exposure, more eyes on them, right? Rather than, instead of just going somewhere where they think they could shine, you know?
For instance, like in LA, obviously LA, it's a
the media capital of the
yeah,
United States,
basically,
of the world.
right? So a lot of people are gonna choose to be going to LA, but for instance, Alabama, like we said, there's nothing in Alabama. But what's the difference from Alabama and LA? They win. You know what I mean?
And they're talked about all the time.
They're talked about a lot of times. So you're gonna get like big
brands want to go there because they're like, okay, everybody's talking about Alabama. Everybody's going to be talking about that quarterback and what the heck he's wearing on Sunday.
But there's so many different conferences in Division I football, right? There's so many different conferences, but the main conferences are the only ones that are in the talks, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
The SEC, the Big 10, the Pac-12, the ACC, the Big 12. There's like all these different things, right? But people are going to be like, you know what? I'm going to go to SEC school, right? Because they're more popular than Mountain West school or something. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, okay, or like the ACC. There's only 2 big schools in the ACC. I'm going to go to Clemson or Florida State.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, I don't know. It's just another thing. Anyway, sorry we're getting off top. Kind of like I think
we went a little meta. You know what I mean? Like really deep into like specifics.
Yeah.
You know, but that's the big thing that's gonna be changing. You know, that we wanted to kind of touch on.
Hopefully you guys get interested with stuff, dude. Get into this, bro. Get into football, college football.
You know, we had our fun for the last 30 minutes. We had our fun for 30 minutes about talking about some funny stories and stuff like that. You know, but also like it's I think it's also interesting to talk about other stuff. You know, like this thing that's like kind of like Giovanni went kind of into a lot of details, but it's also like, it's something that it interests us and we want to talk about it. You know, we don't know if it interests you guys. You know, I know a good amount of you guys will be interested. Those of you that are not interested, you guys are going to listen, and I hope it did interest you, you know?
Yeah.
Because you're going to be, that's the thing that we were saying, that the colleges, they exploit the players. They use them. They what is the thing? They suck them dry. Yeah. You know what I mean? They get their money from them. And it might be changing the whole thing, the business that the college works, you know? Because colleges, they make bank. If you're a football college, you make a whole lot of money from football. And you don't want to lose that. You don't want to have to pay. You don't want to have to dish out money to pay somebody to go to school there. You know, you're just like, oh, well, free school, you know? You know, even though the classes are already like they charge like $100,000 a semester. You know, they're like, it's okay. We have a couple million coming from the other kids. I can spare a couple grand, you know, and letting you take classes, you know. But now they're gonna have to dish out some real money for them.
Yeah, we're just trying to speak our mind, whatever we find interesting, whatever comes to our heads in the moment.
Obviously we try to like. Because I like getting some laughs from it. You know,
I like getting
sometimes
laughs.
you don't want to listen to something that feels like a news report or feels like something like that. You know, we like having fun with everybody, but we like speaking on topics, you know, that we find interesting, that we find that we could talk about. You know, we hope that these topics also become entertaining. You know, also become some sort of like, because it's good to have something like an understanding of things. You have a good laugh. You know, a little bit of everything. That's what it is. It's like a buffet. You get a little bit of everything.
Exactly. You're getting your football. You're getting your laughs. You're getting your riddle. You're getting your news. You're getting your updates. You're getting what else?
You're getting Jered Jhovan. You're getting the llamas.
You're getting llama knowledge.
Yeah, you guys are welcome. We appreciate all of you.
Yeah. Hopefully we got some big plans for the Lama Podcast. Hopefully everybody stays in tune.
Guys,
we're not gonna say nothing yet.
We're not gonna say nothing. But me and Juan, let's see, Juan. We're having our hands touched.
We have our hands touching together.
We're united.
My hands are so much bigger than yours.
Let's interlock fingers. We interlocked fingers.
Why are your hands so small?
Can you not judge my hands, please?
Look at the difference, bro. Holy. Look at
Yeah, your hand. You make my hand disappear.
Holy
But look,
dude, look at this.
Jovan, please.
My
I
hands
don't
are
wanna have
so
to edit.
big.
This is a
Anyways,
long pod.
look at how
Okay,
big my.
but look,
Look how small your
Guys.
hands are,
guys, we have some
dude.
stuff.
Look at the mirror. Right
Okay,
there.
let go of my hand.
So small.
Guys, we have some stuff planned, and just
Let me see the other
all,
hand.
all I'm gonna say,
Let me see the
all
other
I'm gonna,
hand.
all I'm gonna say, I want you guys to be
Look
looking
how
out
small your hands.
because we have some stuff planned for the llamas.
Go
We
like
have some
this,
stuff
go like
planned
this.
for the Lama Podcast
Like this.
for the llamas. Can you stop?
Dude, this
stop
guy's
making fun of my
hands
hand.
are so small.
Literally,
Alright.
I only know a couple people that have smaller hands than me, like a handful.
Anyways,
But-
what?
We have some big
And they're all
things
girls.
that are gonna be coming. Yeah, it's 3 girls.
Okay, go.
Yeah, smaller hands than me. But we have some big things planned for the Llama Podcast, for some things that are gonna be, I hope, exciting for you guys. And that you guys have, some of you guys have been asking for something like this.
So
And,
we might get it.
You know, we're gonna be trying to look into stuff. You know, no promises, but we're gonna have something planned, something ready for you guys, and we think you'll all be excited. So just stay tuned in the next couple weeks, and yeah, it's gonna be amazing.
And this has been the Lama Podcast.
Yes, this has been Jered and Jhovan with the Lama Podcast. Shout out to everybody that listens, shares, and subscribes on all the different platforms. Again, we're on Apple Podcasts, we're on Spotify, we're on YouTube, we're on Google Podcasts, we're on all these different platforms. We appreciate it if you guys go like, share, and subscribe on all these different platforms. Send it to your friends, send it to your family, let everybody know. And follow us on Instagram. Let us know what you guys like, what you guys love, and be a super fan. This has been
The Lama Podcast.
Thank you for listening. Goodbye.
Adios.